Hey guys, LevelCap here, and today we're going to talk about some simple changes that could be made to the Battlefield 3 game and Battlelog to help diversify and improve the gaming experience. Now, E3 is coming up, and we all know that the Battlefield 4 multiplayer reveal is coming, and I'm getting excited for the game, but at the same time, I'm playing Battlefield 3 every day and just thinking like, gosh, I hope they make these changes, or I hope they fix this, or I hope they change that. And a lot of these fixes are relatively simple. It doesn't involve changing netcode or changing the mechanics of gunplay or changing up maps so they flow better. Very simple things I'm thinking about. The first one that really came across as being like an awesome idea was to reward players for playing multiple kinds of maps. Now, fortunately, in its current state, Battlefield 3 does have a slightly diverse server population, but it didn't always. When Battlefield 3 was extremely popular and everybody was into it, almost all the servers were playing Metro and No Shark Canal's Team Deathmatch. Just very, very common maps. I mean, there's still tons of servers playing those, but the way that I see it is servers kind of flock to game modes and maps that allow players to rank up extremely fast. And this seems to be true with all games. Like if you just want to get into a game, you want to rank up, you're going to play the maps that are extremely action-packed and reward you with lots of points. That would be a Team Deathmatch style map. Extreme Close Quarters from No Shark Canals allows you to do that. Metro, like sort of meat grinder style servers where it's like 64 players, constant action, anybody can go on there and just start throwing nades and ranking up. I don't like it, and of course we have the option to not play this, but the sad thing is that servers want to fill up. They want to attract people to their servers, so a lot of them end up playing these maps, and you get this extremely lopsided experience of like 70% of the servers playing just a small group of maps, and then 30% playing the entire contingency of maps. And the 30% of these servers that have a more diverse map rotation are generally less populated, or they'll switch to a map that not everybody's super crazy about, and then they'll just all the population will drop out and the servers won't maintain their population. And I think that there's ways around this. I mean, obviously bad maps are bad maps and people don't want to play bad maps, but I think Battlefield doesn't necessarily have a ton of bad maps. What they have are maps that are perhaps slower playing, or game modes that don't reward players with as many points, and that's what people like to flock to. They want to play game modes where there's lots of points involved, many kills, and you can just basically rank up and unlock stuff really fast, constant action. And I feel like there's a few good ways to sort of maybe pull people away from these just meat grinder game modes a little bit more and pull them into some more objective oriented gameplay that perhaps is a little bit slower paced but maybe more strategic. Now, the first way I was thinking that you could do this is to make objectives in Battlefield worth a hell of a lot more points. I mean, if you can see here, I just mow down 3 guys, mow down 4 guys, go on a like 8, 9, 10 person kill streak. That's a lot of points right there. Not to mention I'm playing the medic class. I can throw out med packs and revive guys, so I can actually generate a crap load of points by just playing team deathmatch and just killing guys and reviving teammates. If I'm playing something like Rush or Conquest, I can do all this stuff as well as capture flags or arm objectives, MCOMs, and when they detonate or I capture a flag, you do get some points, but it's not a lot of points. And I was just playing the new Ghost Recon Online game, and the killing in that game isn't quite as prevalent as it is in this game, but they offer you a lot of points for playing the objective. So a lot of players top the scoreboard just because they're playing the objective really well. They know they're making sacrifices to get on points, to get on flags. They're getting a lot of points for it. And I kind of like that. I thought it was really neat that you could do extremely well in a game by just positioning yourself in good strategic locations, holding off the enemy, and capturing points, making them worth so much. So increasing the point value for capturing flags, MCOMs, and anything else that's a strategic objective, I think would really incentivize strategic gameplay, because again, everything's driven by points. People want to rank up, they want to unlock stuff, make objective gameplay worth more points than team deathmatch, and all of a sudden you'll be getting a lot more interesting servers playing more interesting game modes. Another way to try and diversify map rotation and incentivize players playing a lot of different maps rather than the same maps over and over, regardless of what maps they are, is to give people rewards for playing new maps each day. Now, PlanetSide sort of came up with the system. I don't know if they actually invented it, but this is where I first saw it being used. And what happens in PlanetSide is you can get ribbons for using different vehicles and different weapons once each day. So say I join a PlanetSide 2 server and I'm playing with a gun and I get 10 kills with that gun, I'll get like a little newbie ribbon with it. If I get like 20 kills with the gun, I'll get a slightly better ribbon, and these ribbons give me points, they give me experience. Once I get all 3 ribbons for the day with that gun, which is something like 30 kills or something, I can't get any more ribbons with that weapon. So if I'm looking to maximize my point potential, I'd have to switch up to a different gun. This incentivizes me to play different classes, switch around to different guns. It works the same way with vehicles. So rather than just playing with one vehicle all day, you'll max out your ribbons pretty quickly, like within the first half hour or hour of gameplay, and then you might want to switch up to a different vehicle because you'll be getting more ribbons, more points. You could employ the exact same technique in Battlefield by giving people ribbons for playing different maps. Again, a 3 ribbon process seems to be pretty good. So you play 1 round of Metro, you get a little ribbon for playing Metro. 2 rounds, you get a second ribbon. 3 rounds, you get a 3rd ribbon, and then that's it. No more ribbons for playing Metro. So if you still want to be getting your little nice XP bump ribbons, then you're going to have to change it up and try playing a different map. And the same system could be employed towards weapons and classes even. So if you're using the M16 and you get your 30 kills and you max out the amount of ribbons you can for that day, you're going to want to try and switch up to a different gun because you're going to get more points for it. And you'd have to make these ribbons worth a decent amount of points so that players would actually want to switch it up and diversify and keep the XP flowing in well. And I just think it's a great way to try and make players try out new things, because honestly, you have to look at the game like it's a little bit of an economy. People want XP, people want to rank up, people want to unlock stuff as fast as possible. It's sort of, it's unfortunate, but it is a big driving factor in how people play games and what style of games that they choose to play. It's all XP driven. So as long as you reward people for doing things that are diverse, you know, not just sticking to the exact same play style forever, then you will get more diverse gameplay, people messing around with a lot of different guns, playing out different maps, trying out new game modes, that kind of thing. I think it will ultimately generate a more well-rounded player base, and it will also force players to experience lots of different kinds of maps, because honestly, No Shark Canal's Team Deathmatch is shitty. It's not that fun. It's just compact, close quarter craziness. There's some great rush maps out there that hardly ever get played because rush, you know, doesn't necessarily result in a lot of points. So it would just be a great way to experience all the things that Battlefield has to offer rather than just the most popular things or the most point rewarding things. Anyway, the things I'm talking about seem like relatively simple fixes. We're not reinventing the wheel here. We're changing point distribution for objective gameplay and adding in a simple ribbon system. Seems like something that could be relatively easy to implement to a game and have pretty drastic effects. I'd love to hear what you guys think about this idea here, or even if you have some alternate concepts for the idea, or maybe better ways to influence divergent gameplay. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. This is LevelCap, signing off.